Hi everyone, it's Kim from GriffinOT here, ready to do Find Motor activities with Kim. What we're doing today is some more cut and folding, but we also need to do some taping, and we've got two different little guys to make, depending on what you need in terms of whether you need some easier cutting or some harder cutting. And if you don't have the worksheets, as I said before, they are on the GriffinOT website and they're in week 10, so you can download them and get them ready. But first of all, let's stand up and do our warm-up. For our warm-up this week, we are going to continue with our cross marching, which we did a long time ago. We did it so that it went onto our knee. Okay, so remember, we're taking one hand across our body and touching our knee. One hand across our body and touching our knee. What we're going to try and do today is to make it go onto our foot. Okay, so we're going to try and do 20 onto our foot. If you can't balance, I want you to find a table or a bench that you can hold on to, and that way you can hold on with one hand as you're touching your foot, and that will just help your balance. So we're going to do 20. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, across and touch 2, across and touch 3, across and touch 4, across and touch 5, across and touch 6, across and touch 7, across and touch 8, across and touch 9, across and touch 10. Well done. So hopefully you've been able to do 10 of those with me, and now we'll sit back down. So what you'll need today are the sheets that I have sent out. There's a cat and there's a dog, depending on where you think your cutting skills are. The cat is much harder to cut out because it's got a curvy tail, and the dog is easier. So hopefully your adult's chosen the best one for you. So what we're going to do first is cut around the black line. If you're doing the dog, it is easier to cut around on that black line. Make sure you don't cut on the dots here though, they're where we're going to fold. Also, I need to get this one fixed, but you can go up and around this little bit here. It's okay if you cut it off, but if you can go up and around it, that would be great. Now, I'm going to get cutting. I'm going to cut both of these out. I want you to just pause the video and do your cutting, and then when you've got them cut out, press play again and we can stick them together. So what you should have is either the dog cut out or the body, the head and the tail for the cat. And what you're also going to need is some tape. So I'm going to do the dog first and then I'll do the cat. If you've just done the cat, you can fast forward through the dog bit. And if you've just done the dog, you can skip the cat bit at the end and just go to where I'm talking. So for the dog, we've got these dotted lines here and this extra tab. If you cut that off, that's okay. If it's still there, fantastic. We're going to turn him over. We're going to the little tab. We're just going to bend it down. And then where that dotted line is, we're going to bend up. We're going to look for that dotted line. And then we're going to fold it there on that dotted line. And then that's one side of our dog. And then turn it around. We're going to bend it on that other dotted line, and that's his tail and his back of his head. Then what we're going to do is turn it up. Now you can do this two ways. You can stick the tab out the back if you want to, or you can make it go on the inside. But first of all, you need to get some tape. So to get a little bit of tape ready, So once you've got your bit of tape, there's two ways to do it. You can stick it this way and you can just get that tab over and then you can just stick it down and then that will make your dog stay up. Yeah. The other way you can do it, if you want to get your tab that way, then you can take your tape and put it on the tab like that. So there's a little bit of tape either side. Then you want to be really sneaky and put it on the inside there and then stick your fingers inside and you can squash it down. So then you've got your dog and he will stand up like that. So the cat is a little bit trickier, but it's still got the lines you need to fold on. So turn it over and then you're going to fold on the lines. So you want to fold on that line and the tabs are going to fold down as well. And then turn it around and fold on that line and fold on the tabs. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going, oh, and we need to bend these ends as well. So we're going to bend them down and bend that one. Now, what we're actually going to do is it kind of makes like a cube in some ways. It doesn't have a bottom on it. So we need to take little bits of tape and what we need to do is put the tape on a little bit of the tab and then hold it in position and bring it up and tape it so that it tapes together. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of tape, put it on the tab, and then hold it, push the tab down, and then bring the other leg in. Let me turn it around so you can see me do the other two. So I need two more little bits of tape. I'm going to put it on the tab and then stick it on his legs and do the other one, put it on the tab, and it's a bit tricky to show because I've got to get my fingers in there as well and put it on. So I should have made all of the tabs stick to his legs, which means we've now got the body of our lion done. It's okay if it's gone a little bit far in, you can just pull it back a little bit. And then what we're going to do is his tail and his head. So again, we need to fold on the dotted lines and we're going to fold it down. And the cat, you can also fold his ears, you can make them go up or you can make them go down. It's up to you, depends on how you want your cat to look. I'm going to fold on that dotted line as well. And then what I'm going to do is take another piece of tape. I'm going to stick half of it on the tab and then I'm going to stick his head on that way and then I'm going to get another piece for his tail. I'm going to stick it, so the sticky bit of the tape's this way. I'm going to stick it on his tail there and then I'm going to stick it on there and then he's got his tail. So you should either have the cat or the dog, and there are two shapes that we've made today. Thanks for joining today. I hope you've had time to keep going with your knitting whilst also doing the folding and taping and all the other activities that I've had ready for you. Tomorrow what we're going to be doing is casting off our knitting, so I'm really looking forward to showing you how to do that.